Hey guys, so this is progress update number 2 to the butterfly simulation. Um, Today we're going to be talking about some modular butterflies, and I guess I already sneak peeked them for you guys, but very first thing I'm going to go ahead and show off the simulation and where it was, just because I'm sure there's people that are watching this video that haven't watched the first one. So, December of last year, I had to think of a Christmas present for my wife, and she loves butterflies. They're her absolute favorite thing ever, so um, I created this project that is a butterfly garden for her, and these are the Quixel library's plants, just like a starter level to the UE5 with some beautiful lighting. And then I made these butterfly textures with animations and things like that. There's a lot more to them, or a lot more of a. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But there's a lot more to them, statistic-wise and things like that. But I won't go into it too much. Here's an overview of the whole place, the whole butterfly field and the mountains and the lighting and things like that. So yeah, that's the project that already exists. This spring break, I've gotten some free time and I've gotten a chance to work on the modular butterfly part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the modular butterflies that I've made. Here's our modular butterflies. So this is a modular butterfly, and they're obviously an upgraded wing model. It's a lot prettier now. I learned some good ways to make some new ones and had some time to actually work on the art of it instead of the programming part. I'm not the greatest artist, but I think they look pretty good. It turned out pretty well in my opinion. So this is the updated wing model. It's actually sectionalized, as you can see here. There's a body skeleton, which is the same as before, and then we've got sections with each of these wings. And these can all be different materials. And I'll show you that here by doing this. So these butterflies are programmed to randomly generate materials for each section. And I've only got 4 materials in the game right now, as you can see. Black, dark blue, light blue, and this orange, which is actually a PNG texture overlaid of a base color, which is another cool thing that I was able to figure out. That one's pretty. And the idea is with these randomly generated things that we can make these butterflies exponentially unique. Just to show some math here for that, let me open up this second screen. So, say we have 4 different butterfly wing types, right? And they have 4 different sections. And then there's 4 different materials each of those sections can be. Well, that's 64 possible different unique butterflies. Or another way you can say that is 4 cubed. And as we add more materials, say we have 4 butterflies with 25 different materials, which I probably want 20 to 50 at some point, with we'll say 4 different wing types. We'll just keep it simple, but you can see the number goes up a great amount. And so the idea is that you're going to have, essentially, if you find a beautiful butterfly, the chances of someone else having it are very low. And that's appealing because it means that I can that your butterfly is unique. It's independent to you most of the time, and it's something beautiful that you found yourself. Especially when those numbers start to get really high, when I've got 30, 40 materials, or 10 different butterfly wing types, or some different butterfly bodies as well. It's going to get really, really high. So there's that. And that's all that I'm going to show in case of just like non-coding and things like that. I'm going to talk about the roadmap here, just to hold myself accountable a little bit and to record my thoughts on the project so far and what my plans are with it. So let me move this over. So this is my idea for the simulation right now. And the simulation has some pretty basic requirements, and then some baby requirements that I'd like to afterwards. So eventually the idea is to evolve this project into some sort of mobile or web application, or not application, but you get the idea, program that will allow the user to collect butterflies and plants of different kinds and breed those plants or keep them in a greenhouse or things like that. Butterflies as well, to collect, their favorite ones. Just a relaxing game. I'll probably add some sort of time gimmick to it to allow for it not to be beaten in just a day or something like that, or for you to collect everything that you ever wanted in a matter of minutes. So that's the idea behind it. Here's my requirements for the roadmap, and this is what I'm working on right now. I'm gonna work top down here. So first up is the modular butterflies, and I showed you those. That's the very basic inner workings of the modular butterflies. I need to make more wing shapes, more materials, more things like that. You can see wing shapes, body shapes, materials, and material sections. Here after I'm going to be working on baby butterflies, which is cute. I think I am going to attempt caterpillars because I think it's a fun idea. And I'll need to have some static meshes for plants and things like that, but either way, it'll be cute. And eventually they'll grow up into real butterflies, and you'll be able to see the fruits of your butterfly labors. And then butterfly capturing and breeding mechanics, butterfly feeding. I'm hoping to allow them to be more interactive with the world by landing on plants and things like that. So, and then the butterflies interacting with the player character. I don't want them to just fly around. I want them to be able to land on your finger or to come along with you looking for other butterflies or looking for new plants. And then after that, we'll start working on gameplay experience. I'd like to do procedurally generated terrain, procedurally generated plants, modular plants like we're doing here, and maybe eventually an online presence. I don't know about that one. I don't know anything about the work that it takes to implement some sort of multiplayer server hosting from the user side, because I probably wouldn't want independent servers. But yeah, and I would like to move it to mobile if possible, if I can get the efficiency working at that level. I've never seen UE5 used for mobile, but it is available with Android and things like that, so I imagine it's possible. And then lastly, a distinct progression system. There has to be some sort of upgrades you can make to your base or something like that to make it interesting. I want portal systems that are going between locations with procedural generated terrain. That's kind of the idea, is that you'll one day find terrain that's beautiful, that you want to spend more time in, and having a portal system to go to that is better than having to walk there every time. And then, yeah, lastly, there's some little bit out there things, food and soil for plants, water mechanics, which will have to be there, feeding your butterflies as well, to make it realistic. But yeah, for this modular part that I'm working on, I just did some more requirements here. I think that's about it. I'm not going to show too much of code because I don't imagine it's anything too complicated. But essentially, we just have skeletal meshes for each piece of the butterflies. They're created in Blender. It's not too rough to make if I can do it. I'm not an artist, so I'm sure some of you are much better at it. So here's the model, and then here you can see all the vertexes. It's a fairly low polygon mesh. Definitely the body has quite a bit, but circles and computers don't really work out too well. So yeah. Besides that, if you guys have any recommendations for materials, or wing shapes, things like that, feel free to either throw them in the comments or shoot me a text or something like that with it. And I'll see about adding them in. So, thanks.